Today we have a clip of Garth Davis, medical doctor, bariatric surgeon, and author of Proteinaholic, speaking at HealthFest 2017, bringing some common sense into the discussion of beans and lectins. Let's have a listen and see what he has to say.
Have you guys heard about this? I can't eat grains and I can't eat beans because of lectins. The lectins are bad for you that are in these things. And so you'll get these things, why beans are bad. Well, the lectins will block your ability to absorb iron. That's actually good. It will hurt your intestines. It'll do all these terrible things to you.
Come to think of it, yeah, I have heard this fear-mongering about lectins in beans and legumes before. Let's rewind back to Dr. Stephen Gundry speaking on national television, coincidentally, right before he released a book about the alleged dangers of plant lectins.
Is beans. Beans are so toxic that the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, says 20 to 30% of all food poisoning in the United States is caused by the lectins in undercooked beans. Absolutely. What, 5 raw kidney beans will kill a human being.
5 raw kidney beans. Well, you know, whatever you do at home, do not eat raw kidney beans.
Yeah.
Listen, this is such an interesting topic, and this is so controversial.
Sounds like it's time for a reality check from Dr. Garth Davis.
And if you look at it, lectins are in raw beans. But if you soak them or if you cook them, and who eats raw beans? Does anybody here eat raw beans? Who doesn't sprout them and who doesn't cook them? Who eats bread that's never been baked? Just the dough. So you're not getting those lectins. They're being cooked out anyway. So that's a complete myth. It's nonsense.
I think we all appreciate a little common sense from plant-based diet advocates like Dr. Garth Davis. But here's a little more just to drive this point home.
Do all these terrible things to you. If that's true, then why are legumes one of the things that all blue zone diets eat? And why are there several studies that say that beans may be the most important factor in longevity?
There you have it, folks. While Dr. Gundry recommends a pseudo low-carb diet based around olive oil and zucchini noodles and supplements, doctors with common sense like Garth Davis acknowledge that the longest-lived populations from the blue zones eat diets that are abundant in whole plant foods that are carbohydrate-rich and high in fiber, like beans, legumes, and whole grains.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
And here's my final tip. The only purpose of food is to get olive oil into your mouth.
It's important to question the health messages you see. Otherwise, you might end up drinking olive oil and thinking it's healthy. If you want to learn more about Dr. Stephen Gundry, his background, and financial motivations, I suggest you check out Dr. Stephen Gundry, Worst of the Food Industry. I also published a video examining how weak his research is, with opinions from some of the top contributors to the plant-based community. Are you aware that Dr. Stephen Gundry recommends consuming 12 tablespoons of olive oil per day? That's 1,400 calories, and he claims that he fasts 22 hours a day 6 months out of the year. So you're just eating all that olive oil in a 2-hour window? And lastly, if you want to get a copy of Dr. Garth Davis's book, Proteinaholic, I'll put a link to the Amazon page in the description down below the video. Thanks for watching.